My name is Nirmal. I'm a mechanical engineer working for Amazon. The way Briefs Pro has helped me, right, is one thing is I see a lot of market shifts happening in my industry, uh, primarily because data center, liquid cooling, pumps, stuff like that, right? And I'm a very avid fan of your Briefs Pro letter that comes on every Saturday. I like the videos that you post on your Briefs Pro media website. And latestly, you guys have started doing the research calls too. So you kind of like substantiate like how you got to the analysis of writing that email. Engineer, math nerd. So talks about a lot of numbers and say like why it is and like quantifying it. You break it down as you mentioned in your videos, like you break it down in a fun easy way, but at the same time you keep most of the information so it's easy to quantify and check and do your own math. So that level of detail that goes into that analysis is something I really like about Breeze Pro. I want to say finances has been part of my life growing up. It has always been like you save money, you never invest money. But when I was doing my masters, I kind of like started doing more research, and I figured that like there is a middle path. So you have to be this middle guy who has to like take calculated risks and be really good with money, because if you're just saving, you're just like losing money value. My first aha moment was Briefs Pro email, the one that comes every Saturday, where I was noticing something every time I went to supermarket was like the whole fishes thing, who was like fish farming thing, right? The fun part was Brief Pro had this whole thing where they had like schematics of like how a system would look like if you were to do like farming of like fish farming, and like what are the components that go into it, and like what is the cost, and like what is the projected thing. When that email came, I saw the whole graph, and like it was like slowly increasing, and the cost of it was also increasing because I kind of like started seeing a lot more people consuming salmon. And it was all saying like fishery raised in Alaska and like whole thing, and it gave like a good breakdown of like a cost and the companies that were involved and the whole thing. And I was like, okay, so this is exactly what I was like looking for. What you get in a 10-minute video is like a good teaser of the content that's going to be there. I would say like I actually think like you're the best in this topic. It's because you have the guts to say things as it is, and you talk about the sacrifice, the work, the whole story of like how you get there, right? The people who write your letters and documents, they're like hilarious. If you are somebody who wants to like get a full view of a subject, right? You want to know like how much work it's going to take, how much time it's going to take, and somebody who's just not trying to sell you anything, right? Like that is your primary thing. That level of confidence to say, hey, I have this amazing product and this is my research, come find me, right? You don't see that in anyone else at this price point. And the level of information that also comes through, right? It's like super weird. You don't even like stick to like like one thing. One day you're doing a topic about lumbers and construction, and the other day you're talking about this entirely different business of like computers, chips, AI, and then like another day you're talking about like this evolving market happening in India, and that research is out there for you to like go cross it. It's not like, oh, trust us, like we got it, we did our homework, right? Just believe us. That level of commitment I don't see anyone out there. And if they do, they're not doing it for this price point. They would be charging like millions and millions of dollars for that. passing on information, once you get to a point of like, like sharing is caring, right? And that is something that you are doing, right? Just putting all this free content out there, right? That itself is a huge thing. There's a lot of people like me who are getting immense value, and just the sheer story of like, like trying to keep it relevant, right? Like explain it as easy as possible. That's all the things that made me attract towards you. And keep doing great work. You're helping a lot of people you don't even hear from.